How many discounts does USAA Auto Insurance offer? Too many to say here. Multi-vehicle discount, safe driver discount, new vehicle discount, storage discount, legacy.
How many discounts will you stack up? Visit USAA.com/auto discounts. Restrictions apply.
Raise the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started today at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
Hey everyone, welcome to this edition of Keep Watch Pass on the It's Not That Bad podcast channel and a proud member of the Pantheon Podcast Network. We are continuing our look at basically movies about first responders. So 2 weeks ago, we did medical films, we did fire films last week, and this week we're talking about whoop, whoop, that's the sound of the police.
Whoop, whoop.
And I promise never to do that again. We're talking about cop films. And here to join me and hopefully not put me under arrest, my lovely wife, Carrie. Carrie, how are you doing?
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
I don't know what's worse, bad boys or whoop, whoop. You're thinking about it, aren't you?
Stop. In the name of love.
No. You did. You took the car. We were driving the car. It was a little shaky. It's a little rough on the road. But we were keeping it. We were keeping it on the road. And then you just turned it and you swerved right into a brick wall. You did. You crashed the car.
I did.
All right. So I gave myself some stipulations when looking for police films.
Some laws, if you will.
I did put some laws in, some bylaws for my picks. I try to steer clear of films where it wasn't necessarily cops, but it was detectives. Because I know that somewhere down the road, we have detective films as a category to be covered on Keep Watch Pass. So I wanted to keep it with the rank and file men and women of the blue line. Ish. There's an ish movie in here, but I try to stay away from detectives and sergeants and the like. I wanted those in uniform ish. And again, once we get to my past pick, you'll know why I say ish, but I'm sticking with the rank and file cops on this one. Carrie, did you give yourself any rules when you were looking for your movies?
I'm breaking the law.
Okay, that's a much better song than Stop in the Name of Love.
Thanks.
The car is still not driving anywhere. It's already still crashed into the wall, though. So clearly,
police tape around the car.
The car is a crime scene, as is this episode at this point.
Wow.
Yeah. So you basically give yourself no rules whatsoever. As long as they had a badge, you were fine.
Yes.
Okay. Good to see that rules don't apply here. We are a lawless society on this podcast. This is what we do. But here's what we're going to do. We are going to pick 3 films each: a keep, a watch, a pass. The keep is one that is spick and span clean, no offenses whatsoever. The watch is one that kind of gets off on a misdemeanor, and the pass is one that gets the life sentence in the sin bin of films. Yeah, that's what I said.
Wow, that's deep.
It is. There are no middle punishments on Keep Watch Pass. So, Carrie, I'm going to start with you and your keep cop pick.
I love that they are circling back to this franchise, but I'm keeping it true to the OG, the Naked Gun, Leslie Nielsen, and the first one,
Yes.
Like Naked Gun 2.5. Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
Naked Gun 33 and a third.
Yep.
Still pretty funny.
Let's ride the coattails of the
there
popularity.
are no bad Naked Gun films with Leslie Nielsen in it. Have not seen the Liam Neeson one yet.
Right. And that's why the disclaimer, haven't seen it, can't qualify it either way. But the original with Leslie Nielsen, come on. He is so funny.
And Priscilla, we cannot rule out Priscilla
Yes.
Presley because she was fantastic in that film.
Exactly.
Right? Like, not the actress you would expect to come in and give a really good deadpan comedic performance, but yet she did it flawlessly. Love that film. And I can't really argue with that pick. And it's not even like you can say that this is the film that made Leslie Nielsen the comedy genius that he is. No. You got to go all the way back to Airplane for that. But really, Leslie Nielsen was at that perfect part of his career where it's just like, I'm just going to have fun with these films. I mean, Airplane was fun. Absolutely. The Naked Gun, classic. You can't go wrong. And then all the other films that he did after that, like especially in the Scary Movie ones. He was hilarious in Superhero Movie, a movie that we've actually covered on this podcast. Like, really, there is no greater Canadian gem than Leslie Nielsen. Take that, Ryan Reynolds. But I'm sure even Ryan Reynolds would agree that Leslie Nielsen is an absolute gem.
Ooh, does that include Eugene Levy?
Apparently, we have the funniest Canadian,
and
actors.
John Candy.
Right?
Dan Aykroyd.
Mm-hmm. Preach.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We have some talent over here.
Exactly.
Eh?
We make the best Ryans. Because
apparently we do.
Exactly. Ryan Gosling, Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Smith. Yeah, I said Ryan Smith. Edmonton Oilers fans rejoice. All right. We just make good comedians. Period. My keep, however, is not a comedy, but it still fits in that I'm sticking with the rank and file in uniform cops. At least in uniform until Alex Murphy got shot to crap and then turned into RoboCop. I'm talking the OG RoboCop. Like you got to go back to the OG. I'm not touching the remake. That didn't need to happen. But the thing with RoboCop is that, yes, it's your typical 80s action film. We're not denying that. But this film also had so much social commentary in it. I mean, Starship Troopers kind of did the same thing, right? Where, yeah, it was a sci-fi action film, but it also had a lot to say as well. And you go back and watch Starship Troopers and go, oh, it all makes sense now. RoboCop, way ahead of its time. Like, even to this day, I will not be surprised if I flip on a channel and a commercial comes on and someone looks at the screen and goes, I'd buy that for $1. Because we probably will. The idea of Detroit, Michigan being so bankrupt that they have to sell their police force to OCP, Omni Consumer Products, and Michigan does have a financial problem with their budgets. It was well ahead of its time and said so much more than your typical action flick. But just the image of RoboCop, like it was cool. It was stylish. The Ed 209, yes, even though it's kind of like stop motion animation, it still looked freaking cool until it landed on its back in the stairwell and started making piggy squealy noises. But I can get past that. But even the fact that it kind of worked in Asimov's 3 Laws of Robotics within the programming and the directives of RoboCop, pretty freaking cool and pretty smart. The original RoboCop holds up to this day. The second one, not so much. And I understand it was made during the whole war on drugs thing. And I get it. I don't mind it. RoboCop 3, we're on borrowed time for the franchise. There's a RoboCop animated series. There was a RoboCop TV series. Most of those you can find on free streaming services. But the OG RoboCop will always be one of those glorious, gory 80s action flicks that stretched the boundaries of, that, oh yeah, no, the kids can watch this. No, they can't. No, they can't. No, they can't.
Did they ever make action figures?
Oh, heck yeah.
Based on the RoboCop series?
Absolutely, yeah.
Huh. I don't remember that.
Yeah. And RoboCop, of course, made his way to comic books as well. Like, it was a cool property. And yeah, the kids could watch the animated series. The kids could watch the TV series. That would be totally fine. I don't know if I want them watching the first film. And we want them to watch good films. So we're probably not going to let them watch the remake either. For my watch pick, this is an easy one. But it comes with a warning. As you know, and we have been promoting on the show, that October, right around the corner, Mocktober around these parts. And then we're going to have a little bit of fun after Mocktober. We're going to get our Halloween on. It's all good. And then we're doing a marathon running up to the end of the year by covering not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, but all 7 Police Academy movies in a row. Because we're stupid like that. And also, all 7 Police Academy films qualify for It's Not That Bad. And for those of you right now looking at your car stereo going, did he say 7? Yes, I said 7 of them. But for my watch, I'm going with the OG, the original Police Academy. Even though Citizens on Patrol is fun, their first assignment is fun. I even didn't mind Assignment Miami Beach, the 5th one, with Janet Gretzky.
I was going to say, did they have even more than 4? Because 4 is the best. Citizens on Patrol is, in my mind, the best. But we'll see. Yeah. Because I think I dropped off around
3 and 4, yeah.
3 and 4. I don't think I've seen anything further.
For the record, if memory serves, 4 has a very, very low tomatometer.
This is going to be a fun marathon. A marathon to the end of the year.
For the record, the 7th one has an early performance by Claire Forlani, who we have talked about on this show before, because of course we talked about her in Antitrust and talked about her in Mallrats, but she's in that. Ron Perlman is in the 7th one. So there's something to look forward to near the end. Maybe not entirely, but we'll see how we do. But the original, you cannot find a more iconic comedy to start a series than Police Academy. And I fully understand that with many of the jokes in that original film, you cannot make that film today as it is scripted. But this is what movies in the 80s were like. We had a way higher tolerance for what was funny when we just shrugged it off as jokes. And people didn't get offended by comedy. And when I say that when we're going to watch all those films, I know I'm going to watch it with that 80s sensibility and not sit there and go, oh, this is no, it's 2025. No. These films came out in the 80s and the early 90s. We're going to watch it like we watched it back then. And praise the likes of Michael Winslow, Steve Guttenberg, Commandant Lassard. We're going to have a fun time going through those 7 films.
Oh, yeah. And we're children of Rodney Dangerfield and
Richard Pryor. And
those were the days.
Oh, All in the Family, yes.
All in the Family.
Archie Bunker's place, yeah.
Archie Bunker, that's what I'm saying. We were all children of Archie Bunker's time. And boy, oh boy, some of the things that I heard growing up from that show.
But also remember, too, that PG films did not go gentle on our 80s sensibilities. We are the generation that still remember what Prime Day was supposed to be about, and that is remembering the death of Optimus Prime. It's not about shopping, people. It's not about shopping and home delivery. No. You remember what Optimus Prime gave up on Prime Day. And also, the never-ending story with the unicorn stuck in the mud and gremlins.
I dare not say E.T. because I don't want to open that can of worms and I don't want to make you angry.
No,
sorry. There
is a list of films that is part of the 80s childhood trauma kit. Like, you know those memes on the internet where it's like, you can only keep one, or you the 4 movie posters. It's like you have to get rid of one, and if it's from the 80s, I'm going to sit there and say which film traumatized me more, because damn right 80s films traumatized the crap out of us, but they also made us laugh. And Police Academy, for what it was a ton of fun. And by the way, if you happen to live in the Toronto area, you're going to be watching these films and play Spot the Toronto filming location, because for the most part, they were filmed in Toronto. Most of the 7 were. So heck yeah, we're going to have fun watching that one. And I will still happily watch the Police Academy films to this day and have a good laugh. But this is also a crime. And this is why physical media should still be front and foremost. Because there isn't a single Police Academy film on a streaming service. Yes, you can rent or buy the films from like a Prime Video or from Plex or something like that. But you can't, none of them are on a streaming service like a Netflix, something like that, where it's like part of the subscription package. You have to pay for them individually. Now, luckily, I went to a CD shop and they had all 7 films in a box set. And I'm like, I will take that. Thank you kindly. And that is 2 months of the podcast right there. And we're going to have so much. I'm so looking forward to that run. So yeah, to wrap up the year, we're doing a 7-week Police Academy marathon before we get to our Grading on a Curve Movies of 2025 episode to wrap out the year. So yeah, damn right I'm watching Police Academy.
With a major selection of the looks your kiddos love, starting at just $4 in the Walmart app, a new school year means a stylish new them. Who knew? Find skater skirts and Crocs that say, I'm casual but cool. Sparkly sneakers that say, it's my classroom, you're just learning in it. And preppy polos that say, I'm the teacher's pet, even if they're mommy's menace at home. Find their favorite styles starting at just $4 in the app. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso Virtuo Coffee Machines. Ready to enjoy the bold flavors of barista-quality Nespresso iced coffee at home? Simply fill a glass with ice and press the brew button on your Virtuo Pop machine to enjoy rich double espressos roasted to stand up even when chilled. Refreshingly bold iced coffee. Refreshingly easy to make at home. Visit Nespresso.com to shop now.
As a sports fan, I have to confess. Sometimes the game gets kind of boring. That's when I unfold my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 and use multi-window viewing on its large screen. Boring game? I'm checking out my fantasy baseball league at the same time. Score still 1-0? I'm replying to emails in the other window, scoring points with the boss. Semifinals finally getting exciting? I'm buying tickets to the finals and booking my flights. Can your phone do that?
The new Galaxy Z Fold 7. Get yours at Samsung.com.
Carrie, what's your watch film?
For my watch, I'm going with a different type of police officer.
Mm-hmm.
A 4-legged police officer with a tail. And then that guy, Jim Belushi. I'm going with K9.
Okay. No Turner and Hooch, huh?
Ooh. Oh, that would be a good one too.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, but there was just something about K9. You know, of course he had to be a German Shepherd dog because police dog, right?
Well, I'm sure Hudson and Rex would agree with you as well.
Oh, Yeah, our pup's crush. Now that I think of it, can I change my pick? Turner and Hooch was so much fun with all the drool. And
he was a much slobbery dog.
Slobbery dog. Oh, I completely forgot about that one.
Right?
Okay, so...
and the OG, not the remake. You want the Tom Hanks version of Turner and Hooch.
Well, yeah, exactly. Okay, so I think I just love...
Police dogs.
Police dogs. I mean, apparently there was a pup adoption of police dogs that were too nice to make it in the police force. So they were being put up for adoption because they were too nice. And I thought, oh, that is so cute. It's like the most backhanded compliment. Really, you're too nice. You didn't make the police force.
Yeah,
sorry.
That'd be a really weird episode of RoboCop if the robots built were too nice.
Yeah.
Oh, the cyborg is too forgiving. Get rid of it.
Oh.
But no, there was something about the cop canine kind of movie or TV show that always brings a smile to your face. Because and I know the old Hollywood adage of never work with kids or animals, but yet cop dog films are always just a joy. And that's no matter what age you are.
Oh, exactly. And they would steal the show.
Yeah.
I mean, you need a really incredibly talented actor. And you know what? I do have to give props to Tom Hanks because, he has that comedic genius. He's able to hold his own. Come on, Jim Belushi is just funny.
Mm-hmm.
He's just such a funny guy. You really need the comedic chops to be able to, hold your own against an adorable co-star.
There's a movie coming out this year, and it's not a cop film. It's a horror film. But the entire horror film is told from the point of view of a dog. And basically, the dog's master is being taken over by some weird spirit, and the dog has to kind of save the day. And it's called Good Boy, and gets released October 3rd of this year. Initial ratings on this film over Rotten Tomatoes has this film sitting at a 95% tomatometer. It looks cool. But yeah. And again, I know there are some dog-based films that are so cheesy and so bad. I'm looking at you, Pups Alone. That was so not good. And I'm so glad we're not covering it for the show because we watched it once. And once was enough. But yeah, Turner and Hooch, K9, you can't go wrong with either of those films. So completely, wholeheartedly understand. All right. So now we get to your pass cop pick. What is it?
Well, there is a canine cop that I can pass on.
Oh?
And that is half man, half dog, the Dog Man movie. I know, don't tell the kids. But
you just put it on a podcast. Well, not that they even listen to it anyways.
Don't tell the kids, but I preferred Cat Kid to Dog Man. I did. I'm sorry. It's out there. It's true.
Yeah, it's funny. The whole premise of the Dog Man book series, and I know this because we read it to our kids because they liked it. And they liked it too. They liked the books and they liked the stage play, and the stage play was fun. I found the movie boring.
Yeah, it wasn't what I had hoped it would be. I mean, it felt more like a really long Captain Underpants episode. I found that Cat Kid had that heart.
Yeah.
It was an orphaned cat whose father, who he basically cloned this kitty or created this cat, this young kitten, and then kind of tried to abandon it. And so the whole thing is about this poor little cat that, grows, and his father's evil, but he wants to be loved and he wants to be accepted by his father. And so kind of evil, but a really sweet little cat. And yeah, I preferred that story.
I'm going to ask you a question here. Okay. The Dogman film.
Yes.
Where do you think it sits on the tomatometer?
I believe it qualifies, doesn't it? It's 54-ish.
You are wrong.
Oh?
You are wrong. The tomatometer for this, which is equal to the popcorn meter, they sit at 81%.
81. Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. Maybe it's that our boys are older and maybe missed the mark. I completely appreciate for the younger children that it's not a bad movie. So when I say that I'm passing on Dogman, it is my own personal pass. It's not that it's bad. It's that I enjoyed Cat Kid better.
Yeah, I found it boring, but
it was.
But I want to ask you though, if gun to your head, you have to go see a film. Would you rather go see Dogman, or would you rather go see the 2024 release, the Garfield movie?
Ooh, Garfield.
Yeah.
However,
but the reason I ask this,
yeah,
the popcorn meter is similar. Dogman 81%, Garfield at 79%. The Garfield movie sits at a tomatometer of 36%.
I know. That one wasn't well received, but that doesn't make it a bad movie. It was a great movie. It had a lot of heart. The Dogman animated film in its full length, I felt could have been like a TV series or Netflix special.
I think it would have been better as a TV series because then you're dealing with short doses.
Yes. It didn't have to be a full length movie. And again, it's not that it was boring, but I think it was that it was drawn out. It was too long. There were a few funny moments with the police chief.
But all those funny moments were also in the trailer.
Yes, that's the thing. You could save your theater box office money to go towards something else and just watch the trailer. And you'd be...
And you're covered. Yeah.
You'd be the same. Yeah.
You could watch an hour and a half of Dogman, or you could watch 2 minutes of Dogman in a trailer and get the same laughs.
Or better yet, read the book series.
Yeah.
You know?
Read. Literature. Yay.
I know. I hate to say, you know, because obviously we're here to talk about movies, but read with your kids. Read the book.
Right.
You know, and then talk about the book after.
We're talking about a visual medium on an auditory medium, and yet we're here promoting literacy. Yay!
Well, I mean, it's the same with the Captain Underpants series.
Yeah.
I get chuckles out of, you know, reading the books and following along, especially Captain Underpants, because the way that they do the books, they have like almost like little sub stories, or they go off on a...
I like the Boss Baby
story.
TV series better than the Boss Baby movie. I like Turbo Fast, the TV series, better than I like Turbo.
Fair. Yeah.
So yeah, some of these properties are best served in a short form format. I'm sure the RoboCop TV series is pretty good too. All right. My pass film is a pass, I think more so because it's a sequel that didn't need to happen. But I think the story could have worked had they not tied it in with The Fugitive. The Fugitive is great. The remake of the TV series, Harrison Ford as the fugitive, and Tommy Lee Jones as the U.S. Marshal hunting him down. That movie was great. Love that film. And then they're like, this did really well. We should do something else. But we can't really tell the story of Dr. Kimball again. So let's get Tommy Lee Jones back with a bunch of other U.S. Marshals and make a movie. And we'll call it U.S. Marshals. Only this time they're going to chase Wesley Snipes. And the problem is, the heart of the fugitive is Harrison Ford, not Tommy Lee Jones. You did not need to make a sequel. You could have taken this same script, changed the name to the... You could have put Tommy Lee Jones in the same role as well. Changed the character name. You could have called it U.S. Marshals, but don't make it a sequel to The Fugitive, a far superior film. Make it its own story. And I know that there are films out there that are sequels in name only. Looking at you, American Psycho 2. No. If that had just been a retitled movie, had nothing to do with American Psycho, it would have been a much better film. Instead, it sucks. U.S. Marshals, not that it was a bad film per se, but it's not a proper sequel to The Fugitive. I don't want to know more about Tommy Lee Jones. The Fugitive should stand on its own. Don't jump on the coattails. Don't try to wring a few more dollars out of that Fugitive windfall that it was at the box office. Like, I'm sure there are sequels that you have watched, Gary, where it's like, are we sure that's the same series?
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Had it been any other title, you probably would have looked at that and said, Tiffany Amber Thiessen was in a decent, cool horror film. But no, they had to make it a sequel.
Are you talking sequel of the movie? Because Friday the 13th had a series.
Had a series, yes.
And it was
nothing to do with it. Yeah.
No.
Well, it's like Halloween 3. Now, and I recognize that the original idea from John Carpenter was to make the Halloween movie franchise its own kind of serial, where Halloween was more like a creep show kind of thing, where it's like the overarching umbrella for these short, unconnected films is called Halloween. Not the story of Michael Myers all the way through, but the first Halloween did well. Slasher films were good. Serial killer films were good. So they made another Michael Myers film. And then they made Halloween 3 with no Michael Myers in it whatsoever, except for the fact that they were watching the Halloween movie on a TV in one of the short stories in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. It's not a Michael Myers movie. It's like in a world where Michael Myers is a movie character. Like, if you're going to make a sequel, make a sequel. If you're going to take a spec script and shoehorn it into a franchise, don't.
Then call it a reboot.
Don't even. Write something new. There are so many scripts and novels out there with stories that are waiting to be brought to the screen, whether it be in series form or movie form. We could do an entire episode on Keep Watch Pass of books that should be turned into movies, or shouldn't be turned into movies, depend on. But do something new. Don't shoehorn it. Don't safety pin it to another film just for a few extra bucks and some attention. It's not going to do it. I mean, you got Tommy Lee Jones and Wesley Snipes. You don't need to handcuff this. See what I did there? To The Fugitive. You don't. Let it fly on its own. Yeah, I recognize old man yells at clouds on a microphone on a podcast. I get it. I'm not, like I said, I didn't say U.S. Marshals was a bad film. It's just a bad sequel. All right, Carrie, remind our listeners what your Keep, Watch, and Pass cop flicks are.
My keep is the original Naked Gun. My watch is K9, and my pass, I'm so sorry, kids, is Dogman.
My keep is the original RoboCop movie. My watch is the OG Police Academy. And my pass is the unfortunate sequel, U.S. Marshals. Carrie, thank you so much for this. And to you, our dear listeners, well, you guys know the drill. If there's a topic that you want us to cover on Keep Watch Pass, or a movie you want us to cover on It's Not That Bad, hit us up on social media at NotThatBadcast, or go to our website at notthatbadcast.com. Remember, October/Mocktober is just around the corner, and then shortly after that, all 7 Police Academy films to round out the year. Until next time, she's Carrie, I'm Jay. You guys are awesome. This is It's Not That Bad, proud member of the Pantheon Podcast Network. Take care.
This episode is brought to you by FX's Alien Earth, the official podcast. Each week, host Adam Rogers is joined by guests, including the show's creator, cast, and crew, in this exclusive companion podcast. They will explore story elements, deep dive into character motivations, and offer an episode-by-episode behind-the-scenes breakdown of each terrifying chapter in this new series. Search FX's Alien Earth wherever you listen to podcasts.